sure I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I have no idea what I'm doing up here. Like, I didn't necessarily know where this would go or the things that I would get a chance to experience by hopping in front of a phone and recording. And yes, that's exactly what I mean. I just hop in front of a phone and I record. I have not branched into the DSLR and the mirrorless camera. And do you know why? Because I've actually watched people dump quite a bit of capital into their channel to start with. And don't get me wrong, upgrades need to be made along the way. That's just part of the process. And I think you also owe that to those that choose to tune in to the production of whatever you put out. However, that's not a guarantee that things will work out. And it also stops a lot of people from just starting, just choosing to do it, just choosing to jump, just choosing to be creative. You're never going to 100% feel like you're ready to just put yourself out there. But I promise you, you'll help more people than you can ever imagine by just starting. And once you realize no one really has any idea what they're doing in one way or another, you'll judge yourself less. You'll enjoy life a whole lot more.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish and one.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Shoes Chains, and shout out to Playa Society for the hoodie. I really appreciate it. So it says female, but it's crossed out and it has sneakerhead there. And if you don't remember, I was part of a campaign with them and eBay and a ton of amazing other women on Instagram, which you can follow me there at talkstylewith.tj. Just like if you're subscribed here, or if you're not and you like what you see, check the channel out. Hit the subscribe button. If you're a new subscriber, I really appreciate you. And Two Shoes Crew, you guys are the real MVP, just like Steph Curry should be. So this video is going out on Wednesday, but it'll be prior to the game, so just know I'll be in like all warrior stuff when the game is on later tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern time. But just talking about, you know, creativity today, and I, like a lot of people, I tuned into YouTube long before I chose to start creating my own content, my own videos. That's not to say I wasn't already trying to do things creatively myself. Like if you scroll all the way back, possibly on my Instagram, you can see there were certain styled shots that were, you know, some effort was put into those to make them look like some of the Nike ads or different campaigns that I saw. And that's just always been within myself to try to see, hey, I wonder if I can do that. Like that's something I like pushing myself to see if I can do that. And you'd be surprised what you're able to do. Like it's so many times on Instagram, countless times, people will reach out to me and say, hey, what camera are you using for your pictures? And if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and post some of those pictures because they look like styled studio shot pictures. And so people assume that there's an expensive camera involved, and there's not. Shout out to Team Android. It's a phone. I have a Pixel 4 XL, which I say in the description box of every video. Like I use phones for everything. I have a Pixel 4 XL, and then I have a Samsung Galaxy S10 that I actually use to film on. So I just use my phones. Now, again, that's not to say that I won't someday choose to go to a camera, but there's also a lot that's involved in the camera, right? Like there are pros and cons to everything. Me having phones, yeah, they're limited in certain ways, but I can also do things just on the go, on the fly. And I don't need to worry about a laptop, you know, the processing power needed to, you know, break down the files and the editing that you may have with a really expensive camera and high volume of footage, you know, at a certain resolution. I don't have to worry about that. And I can still do things in 4K. I just have to dump them onto my phone relatively quickly or buy more storage for Google. But that's something that I've come to realize and understand. But just think, like, had I never started, and I'm not sure where I would be. Now, again, I don't think I'm some insanely talented, crazy creator. Like, if you're able, and I've said this before, if you're able to hit like 20, 50K within like a year's time, maybe look into pursuing this full time. But that was not me. That was not TJ. 20K took 3 years. And I have a career I'm really happy in. So I'm not looking to just abandon that and do this. I love the outlet this provides. I love the doors that it's opened. More so, it's opened a lot of doors on Instagram. Now, I would be far more likely to lean more heavily on Instagram and different opportunities there than I would on YouTube. I'll just be honest with you. Like, if you're a creator, there's just a lot to explore on Instagram versus YouTube. Everybody's tuned into Instagram, right? And there's still a certain demographic that's tuned into YouTube, but it's far less than what you think. Like, in terms of sneakers, we all think, because we tune into this, that everyone tunes in to YouTube for sneaker content and early looks and what's the quality on a pair, and should I, is it worth it? Like, a lot of people don't even come here. They don't. Like, they just stick to Instagram. So I think we have to get like outside of our little narrow mind of what we think everybody is tuned into. But you can learn a lot. And for those that have been in the game for a while, like, I watched like a Sneaker Life long before I chose to hop in front of a camera, and he dropped some really good gems the other day when he actually posted a video about shutting down St. Michael. Now, if you didn't get a chance to watch that, I would absolutely, if you're thinking about starting a brand, because again, there's no direct blueprint for that will work for everybody. Some people can do X before they do Y, and it works out for them. It may not work out for the next person. Mike was still able to grow this brand, and he had amazing quality pieces. I actually just picked up 2 shirts from the sale that he has posted right now, so I'm not sure if items are still available, but I picked up 2 St. Michael tees, and you guys will be able to see that here in the video. Love the quality on them. Perfect for summer, spring. I just love the color, the actual colorway of the shirts in themselves, so I'll rock those a lot. But he shared a mistake that he made. He shared a downfall of his, and that's something that creators should absolutely do. Like, if you guys haven't read this book, I would say do it. So Steal Like an Artist was the first book, the predecessor to this. This one is Show Your Work. So this is Share Like an Artist. So if you're thinking about creating content in any way, I would recommend to get this book. And, one of the lessons in here is learn to take a punch. So that's a punch that he had to take because he didn't secure the trademark right prior to a lot of money being put into the website and the actual items themselves, and that was a chance he took. Some chances work out amazingly well, some don't. Now he's taking you guys along a different journey very soon about how he's going about branding a different way for a company, and he's already secured the trademark long before he put anything else into it. So I think that's amazing. Like, learn from the different lessons and mistakes that other people have made so that you can move accordingly in whatever way creatively you want to. But also just be inspired by people who just hopped up there. You have no idea maybe what fears or what doubts they had, but if it looks as if it's working out for them, they stumbled along the way, but they still got started. So I would just say to everyone, get started. None of us really have any idea what we're doing, okay? I certainly don't. I say that all the time, but I love sharing what it is I create. It's enjoyable, and I would advise you to do the same. You don't have to wait until you have all of this equipment available before you just start to create. Now, don't go into it just thinking, oh, I'm gonna blow up overnight. That doesn't necessarily happen. If it does, great, but if it doesn't, you should just enjoy the process of exploring, what it is that you like to put out into the world. So, nothing crazy, nothing long. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know which outfit was your favorite down below in the comment section, and as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out. I would just like to say thank you to Foot Locker EU or Foot Locker Europe. They posted your girl on their official Instagram. So I will link that below just so you guys can check it out. Show it some love, leave a like, a comment. But they posted myself in the MA2s, and that shoe has my heart in 2021. Love it, adore it, need more of those as they continue to come out with new colors. But once again, you have no idea what could come about from just being creative and putting yourself out there.